Hey, hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. I wanted to get into a single storyline still. It is still Sunday where I'm at, and I try to put these out on ideally Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. But things change a little bit when we have a holiday week. So, anyway, let's not miss today, though. So, this is going to be a specific message. We're going to start out with locations. We have bustling hub and bathroom. Um, and it kind of looks like pristine water, renew, social nexus, lively activities. I'm wondering if we're dealing with somebody that is a bit of an introvert, and when they're around a ton of other people, they absorb people's energy as an empath, and then they're like, "Whoa, I need to go like shower." And they may escape to like bathrooms and places where you can kind of be alone, even like stepping into a bathroom stall just to get out of all the busyness, just to catch a moment of silence, or somebody who, after being out in public or being around a lot of people, they're just super drained and they have to kind of like withdraw. I totally understand that myself. I know I have to kind of like, I'm an introvert by nature. And so I kind of, I love people and everything, and I love to be around people, but wow, I have to get not into a bathroom, but I have to get out into nature to like calm my energy, or I guess reset my energy. So however this character does it, though, that's my first impression, is that this could also be somebody who flat out hates public restrooms, though, too. It could be like, I can't even pee if I'm going to be out and there's so many people and public restrooms. No, I'll hold it, I'll wait, I'll go to my own bathroom at my own house. Like, I could see somebody being like that too in this story. So let's see. Hi, guys, so nice to see you. Empress Unicorn 111, thank you, babe. Thank you so much for hanging with me tonight. CDW 1975, awesome to see you. Sunflowers Moon Power, you were first in the house, baby. Thank you so much for being here. I am so touched. Okay, we have an 8 of Cups. We have a 10 of Swords. We got a 5 of Cups. Or, excuse me, yes, Cups. Okay. I still am only seeing one person's story right now, which this is a single person's story, so that would make sense. But we've kind of just captured somebody who's maybe been around a lot of people and they just want to be home now. They maybe feel like, I've done my obligatory, like been out and, spent a lot of time with other people. I went, whatever, Black Friday shopping. I interacted for social engagements and festivities. And now I am determined. I am going to soak in a bathtub, hide myself away. The only thing is, this is a brief reprieve because this person's going to have to go do it again. And yet they're saying, it's the last time I sign up for this. I almost feel like somebody is promising themselves, this is taking too much out of me. I know I have to go back and I have to do this all again. I have to be in public again, and it's going to drain me, but I am determined I won't do this anymore. I'll be more loyal to, if I said, no, I'm not going. No, I'm not going to work the extra, shifts at some, like, let's say this is a work related event. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm not working the holiday bazaar every single day that it runs. I can't deal with that many customers, that many people. It's too much humanity around me. And I should have said no because I really meant it, but now I got to go back and do it day in and day out for a little bit. I just feel like this is a character who is saying, what I'm really hungry for is smaller amounts of interactions that are more meaningful, not lots of interactions that are just, superficial. And I kind of think that it's weird because this is a person who feels, there's a great song by Michael Franti. It's called Stay Human. But to be surrounded by a million other people, but feeling, oh God, I can't even think of what the lyrics are, but it's about like how we can be surrounded and still feel very isolated. And I think that's how this character feels. They're not a funny blend exactly, but they want to be around more meaningful connections. That's what it makes them hungry for. The more they're around tons of people and get overwhelmed, the more they realize, I would love to have just less interactions, but more meaningful ones. I think that makes a lot of sense, and how that would even be highlighted. We have a 4 of Swords. That Four of Swords is somebody who wants calm, they want peace, they want something in their life with that Four of Swords to be, I don't know, they want to heal this part of themselves too. It's not like they think that there's something wrong with themselves. It's just that being around a ton of people and getting drained leaves them feeling more lonely. We got the Knight of Cups. I definitely feel like they want one relationship and it's being really highlighted. The more they're like, I don't want tons of relationships, I want one that means a lot. Also, I want some cotton candy. I don't know. I don't know if somebody has like a peppermint foam on a beverage or they have like quite a floofy, like whipped cream topped something or other. Maybe it's like hot chocolate with whipped cream, but all of those like cumulus clouds are reminding me more of like, whip. I feel like this whole thing is, I don't know, a character is just aware that they would much prefer to have one person maybe to come home and soak in a bathtub with. This could be a character who's like, that would be stellar. That the only thing better than taking a bath alone would be to take a bath and be really relaxed in lots of bubbles with a loved one, somebody that soothes my energy. So I think somebody's ready. I think somebody's ready for a partnership. And in particular, like, let's have like a sacred bathing ritual. I don't know if this is really important to this character. Like bathing is like super like, I don't know, there's something about it that is, maybe it's like a cultural thing, or there's just maybe they like hot tubs. Maybe it's not even a bath, but that's like a big old fancy like jetted tub. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, they're starting to dream of having one awesome, loyal partner, one person to share their bubble baths with. So let me ask this, because I still don't even know who this character is. Do we call them, a masculine, a feminine? I don't know. We just see a single character who is clearly wanting less connections and yet more connections simultaneous. Nine of Pentacles. They are somebody, they're great. Nobody would know what a stress or a strain it puts on them. But if you can look closely, we see that bunny has got like furrows in their brow, like, oh my God, here we go again. I gotta go out. They got bags under their eyes. They're feeling haggard. They're feeling tired. And yet they come across as somebody who's like very, I feel like they're a little bit wary. They're just tired. It's all these clocks, all these, I don't know, I kind of feel like this is somebody whose life is like it's work, 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 come home, do their silent bathing and then go back to work, 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 come home, be solo. Look, they may have plenty of money. This is a character who's doing good. They're also very talented. People tell them that, and yet it is not satisfying them right now at all. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, they don't see a change. They just see like Groundhog Day. This is going to go on and on and on. And that's not what I want. I want things to be different. Okay, so here's the thing. I always think that when a character wants something to be different, that's when things change. Hi, everyone. We have got the King of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so there's a karmic who they don't want back. Hallelujah to that, because we got the Judgment card in the reverse. This is not somebody who's like, oh man, I wish my ex would just come back. Like we sucked together, but hey, at least it was a warm body. Nope. This is not somebody who wants to go back to anything of the past. Ace of Pentacles upright. It's got to be different. I don't want a karmic back. I mean, sure, I could probably pick up the phone and call them, but I'm not going to do that. That's not who I'm asking the universe to bring me. Okay, good. So no matter what, I'm hearing Toit Yokum, because I ain't that lonely yet. No, I ain't that lonely yet. After what you put me through, Lord, I ain't that lonely yet. Once there was a spider in my bed, got caught up in her web. We've got the Three of Cups and we got the Knight of Cups. The only big drawback is this person's like, okay, so yeah, I want to go out. I want to meet somebody new. I'm going to have to go out though and meet people. And then we see them like literally, he's like submerging under the water. I'm only laughing because this person's like, I know I'm going to have to meet somebody new. And that means like basically interviewing for a job. You have to keep testing, connecting to other people and see how it goes. And it's like, oh no, can't I just simplify this? Like, Oh God, I wish this was easier. I have a lot of love to give. I want to just know the depths of somebody, and I don't want to have to like go through all of the trial and errors here. It's kind of cute because we can see why this person wants partnership, and they just want to get it right, just one and done. Can't I just meet the right person? Can't they just be who they say they are? Can't love be easier? Can't we hit the bullseye the first time? That seems to be what they want. No games, no wasted time. Just get to the real deal. Okay, hang on. Universe, you want to weigh in on this for them? Because I think this person, they don't want the folderol. They want something really good. The universe says, yes, of course. Of course they can have the really good. But know that it still takes a little bit of time. The hanged man here, and we have this situation still in gestation. Universe, is it them that's not 100% ready, or is it their person that's not 100% ready? This kind of says it's them. It says that they have to first pause. It's not just about what you want. It's that you got to be able to see yourself in the role that somebody else wants. So if now we'll say this could be a feminine. If you haven't seen yourself yet as the Empress, then it's going to be hard for you to imagine, even when you meet somebody wonderful, that it's going to work out, and you could accidentally sabotage it. It says she has to look into her crystal ball and see the future that she really wants to have, which until she does that, she probably isn't going to meet that person, because she wouldn't be able to believe that somebody feels that way about her anyway, unless she can see herself in that way. Temperance. It definitely says, imagine, like, for what you want, are you the thing? Can you see you matching with the thing that you most want? Or would you say, oh, I want this and I want that and I want that. And if I ever meet it, oh God, I'm going to run from that person because I'll be so intimidated because they're so great. The universe is like, you can't run from the thing that you want. You have to see yourself as the person that matches the thing that you want. And I think that's a great message. And it kind of is, like it's, yeah, Four of Wands in the reverse and the Wheel of Fortune upright. The universe is gently saying the only person standing in your way is you. You don't really see yourself in that marriage position where somebody's head over heels in love with you. They choose you above all others, and you live this empire together where you build it together, and there's safety and surety. You should already see yourself this way, but you haven't yet. So that's the only hang up, is actually the way she sees her own self, or the way she doesn't see herself yet. The universe is like, you should already know this about you. You're an absolute catch. But see yourself that way, and you can meet that person that you're wanting to meet. That's interesting that the universe put it right back onto her, saying, you're not probably, if you are like, oh, the thought of dating different people to try to find somebody, it probably is that she has exactly in her mind who she'd like to be with, and she's like, but I'm not good enough for that. I have to find something, someone who doesn't, have all the attributes that I want, because I can't choose somebody that's perfect for me. And that's probably why she keeps finding nobody that she wants, because we want what we want, but if we don't think we're good enough to have it, and we're playing that trick on our own mind, we're never going to date the person we want. We're always going to date people that are not what we want, and then be surprised and shocked and dismayed when we can't find what we want. It's a game she's playing on her own mind, is at least is what the universe says to her on this one. I think that that's kind of a great, like, this is actually a nice pep talk from the universe. I know it kind of sounds like the anti-pep talk, because it's like, it's your fault, but I don't mean it to sound that way. It's more like, it's your power that, you got to just acknowledge, and then doors open for you. Know that you're good enough for somebody to want for the rest of their life. You're good enough to be the person that somebody wants to be in the bubble bath with. Don't just want that. Know that you're the one that they would want to do that with too. Will she get there, universe? Yes, she will. That Three of Pentacles is here. She's real close to it. The nice thing about getting fed up enough times is that finally, when you keep getting far less than what you want, sometimes you go, this is bollocks. I want something good. I'm good enough to have something good. Sometimes we have to get fed up with our own, like what we've been accepting, which is far too little, before we get pissy with ourselves and say, I deserve better. And now we advocate for ourselves. And this says she is on a collision course to meet somebody, possibly somewhere around Christmas, because I'm looking at the big old star and it's kind of like, the star that the wise men followed or something. Excuse me. Um, it feels like she's headed right into this relationship. I feel like she will be snuggied up with somebody. I don't know if she's like all about bathtubs and sweat lodges and saunas. She may meet somebody in a sauna. This feels more like a sweat lodge to me than like a house or a yurt or something. And so I don't know if she's going to meet somebody at a sweat lodge or a spa or, a sauna at the gym or something, but she's headed directly for somebody. She may accidentally physically bump into somebody like in a sauna or something. And that's her person. But she's wrapping her head around this. She's getting fed up enough that I think she's about to meet the right person. There could be something where I don't know if these two have like whatever, a bear tattoo and an eagle tattoo. I don't know if they have some kind of markings or if there's something about like their names that have, like a the word or the name translates to that or something, bear or eagle or hawk or something. I always loved the name Hawk. I always thought if I had a son, his name would be Hawk, but that wasn't in the cards for me. But I got my Aries. But it feels like, I don't know, that could be somebody's name or somebody's like spirit animal, perhaps. Anyway, I'm going to leave this one here, you guys, and then we've got to get to the next storyline, which is going to be our today's topic, and we've got some winners to celebrate. So, all right, you guys, lots of love. Nice to see everybody. Kindred spirit, nice to see you. Air bubble, thanks for. Thank you. I'm half British, so I think I'm allowed to use bollocks and scatter it in here and there, at least half the time, right? Amber Renee, hey, hey. Hallelujah. Great to see you. Raina Kamal. Thanks again, Empress Unicorn. And Air Bubble, always a pleasure. Italian Stallion. Deborah Abshire. Hi, sweetheart. Hugs to you also, babe. GR, thank you for popping in, babe. CDW, thank you again. And Sunflower's Moon Power, first in the house. All right, you guys, take care. I will see you again shortly. Bye for right now.